Hare Krishna.
Bluetooth connected.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Purchase your tracks today.
Let's take shelter of the transcendental name of the Lord. True happiness is there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Oh, gotta do that one again. That was so nice.
Party people, party people.
There you go, party people. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, go.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
BeatsbySV.com.
Hare Rama. Gauranga Nityananda. Ooh, let's try this one. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama.
BeatsbySV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Ilondolose.
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Jerusalem,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga,
Nityananda, Jerusalem, Ikayalami,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Gauranga. Yes. Okay, everybody turn their mics on and let us chant together here the holy name, Krishna Vrindavan. Let us take shelter, Krishna Vrindavan, the protector of the devotees who take shelter. We have, man, let's take shelter of Krishna, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from 10th Canto. I feel like reading about some demons. Krishna's showing me so many interesting things this morning. Isn't it nice? You come here and realizations. I love it, man. Just understanding what Krishna is all about. What is it for, I don't know, for me, it's so nice to learn about who God is. Isn't it nice to learn about who your beloved is, and how he plays in all the worlds. And we're in this world. How does he play here? What is he teaching? What is his intention? I love it, man. It's like I feel like Sherlock Holmes, going around trying to figure out who did it and why it's done. What is the motive? What is the motive for all these things going on in my life? Well, what's he doing here? So I investigate, and we're going to investigate here in the scriptures here. See, I love this verse, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Got to do it at least 3 times, in this thing here. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. You know, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding how to come back to me. You know, and how you know what the obstacles are. See, that's this book. See, it's all in the book. Everything here. You know. And then here in the Sangha is our opportunity to apply with, you know, you study books for what? To apply these things, right? You know, that's the whole point, you know, and so Krishna gives us, this is our testing ground here, how to apply what we're learning, you know, in Hari Katha and what we study in these books, right? Isn't that the whole point? Yeah. What is the point of a book if it's not to be, you know, then it's, see, knowledge has to turn into wisdom. See, wisdom is more important than knowledge. It's the step up. Wisdom is knowledge applied. See, what you notice the word wisdom? See, knowledge is knowing, right? Wisdom, wise domain. See? So domain of what? How are we ruling? You know, the Lord has made us here rulers, even of in this world, in the sense. But you know, we have to know our nature, our true position. Who are we? What is our relationship to the supreme, like controller? It's just like demigods. See, they work under the direction of the supreme God, right? Well, you know, by the way, when you become a devotee, you become aware of the demigod. You become like them. Can you imagine, you know, where you get such a position to be as good as the demigods? Because you know what human beings don't know. Their controllers are the demigods and the demons. See, we get to know what the demigods know. They're under they know, they're called demigods. They work under the direction of a superior force. And we get to know that force. This is great mercy of Lord Caitanya in our parampara system. It's unbelievable, these things. But we get, this is, we're like kids in candy store, you know? It's amazing. I love this, man. Hey, all you nobodies out there, come here, and the Lord will make you a somebody. Man, you'll be as good as the demigods, you know, because you'll be like them. You know, they will take your association. My God, you know, they don't care about human beings. They just control them. Demons, they also, oh, you're just useful idiots. Right? Isn't that what they even say? That's what I learned about the nature of demons and demigods and all. Just useful idiots. You know, they use you as batteries. They get energy from you. They want to conquer each other by you. See, by the masses. They want to use the masses as batteries. They think, oh, if we all get together, we can conquer. But that's not a devotee's mentality. That's not a real demigod. They know they need the energy and the potency of the Supreme Lord to do their function in the world. See, we have that kind of clarity here developing. Yeah. I don't use people as batteries. I don't for energies. You know, I don't use them as batteries I use the Lord. He's my battery. Unlimited green energy. It's clean. You know, green energy is supposed to be clean. Oh, you ain't gonna get any cleaner energy than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right, Lalita? It is clean energy, nice, smooth. It's like a smoothie in the morning. Everybody likes, I like smoothies. I have a smoothie every morning, man. This is my first one. Smooth. Smooth irons out the kinks in your day. See, this is the teaching. This is the lesson. You know, Vrindavan we get a chance to do what the devotees do in Vrindavan. I think I was chanting and the Lord was showing me this. Thank you, Lord, man. God, man, you really helped me out in so many ways, you know. Just, you see, every time the Lord called the demons. See, can you imagine you're in Vrindavan, the Lord is calling. He says, Narada Muni is his representative. You go and you tell Kamsa where I'm at. You send all these demons. He goes, come on, I want to show you, I want to show the world how my devotees conquer over everything. So the demons go there. What? Jealousies, the demons of jealousies, the demons of hatred and anger. Oh, very angry demons, right? Oh, of course, nobody has that inside them, right? Of course not. No. But all these demons personified as anger, jealousy, and everything, they go to Vrindavan. And there's devotees there, right? In Vrindavan, they're playing with Krishna, right? And so these demons come there and they start creating the mischief. They always want to destroy everything. Isn't that what demons do? Even inside ourselves, want to destroy everything, right? But what do the devotees of Krishna do and practice doing? What do we need to practice doing? The same thing. They conquered over everything by taking shelter of Krishna. They conquered over the demons, not by fighting the demons, right? See, this is what the demigods do. They want to fight the demons. But in Vrindavan, because they're devotees of Krishna, Krishna destroys the demons. Where do you hear the devotees destroying any demons? And read all the pastimes of 10th canto. Where do you see? I don't see it. Maybe there is somewhere, but I haven't seen a devotee actually conquer Krishna. It's always Krishna and Balaram. See? Balaram is like the knowledge of Krishna. See? Big brother. See? Krishna and Balaram, they destroy the demons. See? So, and how did the devotees conquer over it? They keep taking shelter of Krishna. See? And so I see, like, here is an opportunity for myself. I see now, the Lord showed me, you see, hey, man, you get your opportunity. I thank you, Lord. I thought it was a problem before. I thought this is a problem, people maybe have some stuff in them still, and they got to act it out and create havoc here and start destroying everything or try to and all that stuff. And I realized, thank you for the opportunity, Lord. I just keep taking shelter of your name. You gave me the method. Now I get to practice how to overcome the obstacles, following in the footsteps of the residents of Vrindavan. That's all they did. Well, I'm not any better than them. I ain't going to try and figure it all out and do, try to, like conquer some other way. I just keep taking shelter of Krishna. And I advise that method to others too. This is your opportunity to practice, because we have demons on every side now. We have them out in the world, and we have them within ourselves. We have them, and some of them are acting out even in the group. Lots of some anger and jealousies and all this stuff coming out, man, trying to, do its mischief, right? So how do you conquer over it? Well, keep taking shelter. Don't take shelter of that. The devotees in Vrindavan didn't take shelter of that. Don't go and sit there and listen and take shelter of jealousies or jealous people that have that energy in them. You got to teach them the lesson how to also take shelter of Krishna. Don't be like them, because by association you could lose everything here. Don't you come here for life? I come here for life. I don't come here for death. I don't go listen to people to speak death into me. If that's going on even inside our Sangha, I'm going to continue to follow in the footsteps of the residents of Vrindavan. Keep taking shelter of Krishna, Krishna's names, and Krishna's pastimes. And if anybody wants to make it here, if you do that, you'll conquer. Otherwise, you'll go down with those persons. Those persons have to do that too. The demons inside them have to be conquered that way. They have to take shelter of Krishna. What is their hope? What is your hope? By association, you're taken down from this Vrindavan consciousness, and by association, you're lifted up out of it. What is the whole point of having the gurus? To be lifted to that level. To be reminded. The people coming here, if you have a bona fide guru, it's no different than when the demigods, they go to Lord Brahma, who has an intimate relationship with the Lord, with Krishna. And they go to him and say, hey, we're having these problems and all that. Can you consult with the Lord and give us information that we need to overcome these things? Well, that's going on here until you become like that. But you got to become like that. I'm here. I want you to become like that. So you consult with the Lord also in your chanting. See, and the Lord, because you worship the Lord, loving ecstasy, he gives you just the right information on how to conquer everything and the right understanding. See, what I just shared here is the way to do it, because you're going to be tested within the Sangha. People got things in there coming out. How are you going to deal with it? You're going to go sit there and listen? Or yeah, people, they're used to, they don't have boundaries against that. They go and they listen to people. They're not just one, there's others here. And they listen to others, or they listen to their contaminated minds. And then they want to speak what they listen to. See, they listen to negative people outside, and they take all of that in, and they spew it out. And it just because that's what by association you're taken down. So what are you going to do? I mean, I have to confront the same things you guys got to do, even in this sangha here. I got to deal with. How am I going to deal with it? How are you going to? Well, I just what the Lord shows me, I show people here. I think this was, thank you, Lord, for showing me this. I want to pay it forward to people and show, if you don't know this by now, this is probably good information. Not probably, it is. I know I'm going to use it. We need this kind of information to get through this stuff, because on every side, Lord Caitanya saw the same thing and preached the same thing. He said, on every side, there's fire, man. You got crocodiles. We're in this material world is a forest of wild animals and tigers and lions and everything trying to gobble your soul up. And this is the light of the world, is this Bhagavatam and these teachings and this method. And it's very simple. Chant Hare Krishna. And take shelter of Krishna. Practice. This is a good way to practice. So as these things come up, I mean, this is the way that our Sangha will stay intact. Otherwise, it'll be destroyed by these sinister forces that come into our Vrindavan here, even from within. Prabhupada he commented, he said, there's a sinister force within this Sangha. But he couldn't do anything about it. There's too many people. He couldn't teach these things. He just did the best he can. He knew he had a mission. Write my books, build these temples, give them some kind of shelter until the next message comes, and that's this one here for those ready. Yeah. See, that's how we'll stay together, by manifesting a new Vrindavan, but we got to follow in the footsteps. Otherwise, people will take us down, even from within our Sangha, when they go through their psychological problems and all that stuff. And people come and they just listen to anything. So if you want to make it here, don't be one of those, or you'll become like that. You'll be taken down by that energy. Follow in the footsteps of the residents of Vrindavan. Keep taking shelter of Krishna's name and pastimes. Keep taking shelter of the devotees who speak life into you, who have gotten through a lot of these obstacles, and don't take shelter there. And stay with life and not with death. Death is envies, jealousies, hatreds. All that stuff is the lower energies. People have to stop. Whoever's channeling that, they have to stop taking shelter of that. And those new here, be careful of associating too closely with that. Don't feed it. Don't be a battery for that. And keep taking shelter of Krishna, and you'll overcome. You'll learn all these lessons and become free forever. Otherwise, you've got to learn to fly the ship. All I can do is advise. What the Lord shows me, I show people here. That's being guru. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding. Well, I give those who are taking shelter that understanding that the Lord gives me. I give them real knowledge. This is the real knowledge, the Lord. I pay it forward. If you find any value here, take it up. Yeah, it's great, huh? I love it, man. Thank you, man. Great. Sometimes you just don't realize these things until, that's why I come to Sadhu Sangha. That's why I won't miss a day. Even once a day ain't enough for me. I want more, more. There was this one robot movie. I really loved it. I forgot the name of it. It was this cute robot, and it just was adorable, actually. They gave it such a nice personality, and it's very innocent. and it was always looking for more data. I mean, more data, more data, more data. You know, it wanted more data, information. See, so this kind of information is the essence of truth. Yeah, exactly. They couldn't process, and still, you know, they can't process it. You know, that's why we don't take the whole. You know, I can't take on the whole ISKCON movement or any of that stuff. No, how can we? Can you imagine if you just get one or two people that are not processed and are having difficulty getting through the process? You know, it's a pain in the butt. You know, the Lord gives us who He wants to give us to process. You know, and even the person, even those going through this, some people for 20 years, long time, they still don't. They take a long time to learn this. Even though I tell them, stop, you know, have boundaries, you know, don't listen to negative people. Don't be a goody two shoes and try to save the whole world. Just stick with our sangha. Just stick with doing service here to the Vaishnavas, and you'll please the Lord. But no, they got this nature and the mode of goodness sometimes even. And they want to serve the whole world. See, that's a Mayavadi thing. They want to do, you know, and they get burnt out. You know, no, just serve this mission, man. Just be dedicated. You know, what? You don't have enough to do in this sangha here? You're not enough to work on? You know, why get involved in all the world's problems out there? Who those persons aren't taking shelter here. You know, and all you do is, of course, there's going to be problems. Why associate with inauspicious persons? I mean, intimately. Why listen to them? Why listen to people who don't know what auspiciousness is? Don't you know what auspiciousness is? Auspiciousness is sadhu sangha. Auspiciousness is speaking the absolute truth, the conclusive understanding. That's auspiciousness. Auspiciousness is this ecstatic worship. Man, stick with auspiciousness. That's the only, everything else is inauspicious on this level of teaching. You don't have to serve the world. You don't have to save the world and save the whales or somebody needs help the homeless people, everybody. The Lord has all kinds of servants in this world. You can't do everything for just minute things. You get burnt out or negative and miserable. You ever see ministers? You know, I hear so many ministers don't know this lessons. They get burnt out and even commit suicide. You know how many stories I heard of ministers committing suicide because they're trying to help everybody and do everything, and and one sob story out there after another, and these people feed on that, and they get burnt out and have psychological problems and all kinds of weird shit. Man, we have conclusive truth. You know, learn, you know, live by that. You know, develop faith in that. What you don't see, I'm applying that. I don't go get involved in everybody's. I've got to feed every homeless person in this world. I got to, you know, give them clothes, and I got to do all this stuff and get burnt out and then complain about it. And it can, you know, I don't. That's why I tell the people, hey, you know. Or then people, they listen to their negative thoughts and they're miserable and they're full of that, and they all they want to do is stay in that. You know, they're addicted to this negative ras, you know. And then people that try to help them, it's like a dog biting the hand of one who's feeding them. You ever seen dogs? You know, you try and take their food away. See, you give them food, right? And then and if you put your hand there, you know, and they're eating something else, they want to bite your hand. See, no, this is my food also. You give me food, but I like this food. I'm a wolf, you know. I want to feed this wolf in me. No, I don't want to listen. I don't want to go to therapies or anything. I want to use you. See? I don't want to take shelter of Krishna. Or maybe there's a part that does. But anyway, you got to learn. You know, I'm not taking shelter of that. I'm not going to feed that energy. I'm not going to feed that word. I'm not going to be a wolf for that. You're just going to have to dry out like a drunk, you know, drunk on negative energies. That's the therapy. Keep taking shelter of Krishna. And you guys stop acting as batteries for people like that. Why give them energy like that? They don't want to, they suck that energy. And then they don't want to change. Many years. So they got to learn, either that, otherwise you want to go down with the ship too? You can go down with these. I could go down with, if I listen to you, I go down, my energy I lose my life. I can't, all of a sudden I'm not inspired to chant. Do you want to be like that? Well, I ain't going to be like that. You guys, you don't want to grab onto the rope. The rope is here, man. Keep taking shelter of Krishna. If not, just dry out, mess up your lives. I don't care, if that's what you want to do. If that's the way you learn. I mean, tough love. Yeah, you see these people, they want to blame everybody for their problems. No, you want to follow that path? Great. I'm following this path. Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, that's where to get the energy. You get the energy from the Lord. But who is that Lord? Who is your Lord? Is it a mode of goodness, Lord, you're getting energy? Well, that's not quite perfect, right? I'm teaching something different. Perfect energy, perfect understanding, the essence of knowledge comes from the transcendental Lord. Well, I got a connection with that. I stick with that. I like that information. Man, it's the best. Yeah, Radha Krishna energy is the love of Krishna. See, and all wisdom comes to those who worship the Lord Krishna with loving ecstasy. That's Radha's love. That's the devotee's love. See, then the Lord takes care of you because you're devoted to the Lord, right? The true Lord, the transcendental Lord. He takes care of his dependents. If you want to be dependent on somebody, don't be dependent on that Lord because he's the perfect parent. He's the perfect friend. He's the perfect beloved. He's the perfect mate. He's the perfect soulmate. That's what I'm teaching here. That's what I'm learning here. These are words of life. They're meant to give life because the Lord gives life. His path gives life. His name gives life. His knowledge, his knowing gives life. He gives us his knowing. He knows these things. We need to know these things, right? He gives us his knowing. Thank you, Lord, because we're dependent on it. See, otherwise the knowing of the world doesn't work. The knowing of psychology doesn't work. It's like, that's why, well, let's use this technique and that technique. No, I'm going to use the knowing of the Lord. It's been always good for me. Yeah, like that. Be still. Yeah, accept everything but your tongue. Yeah, let everything be still, but let your tongue be restlessly chanting the holy name and know God. So let's see. I was going to read something here. Okay. Where are we here? Well, actually, the first, it's always, I love the simplicity of God. It's so amazing. I'm going to read the first verse of the Canto 1, Questions by the Sages. Oh, my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, all-pervading personality of Godhead. Yeah. He is independent because there is no cause beyond him. Okay. See, and you see, I love that. See, he's independent because there's no cause beyond him, right? He knows everything. He's aware of everything. All knowledge is in the Lord, right? And we take shelter of that, Lord, what happens? Do we become independent? Well, we become independent of his Maya. Okay? And are dependent on the Lord. But you see, this is so juicy. This is so wonderful. that even the Lord wants to be dependent. He likes, oh, look at my devotees. They're dependent on me and they're tasting the glories of this dependence and the happiness of that, of being a devotee, and being my friend and that kind of intimacy. He said, that is my nature too. I like to be dependent too on my devotees. That's why he takes the position as a baby of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. He likes that thing of dependence. See? And even though the father and mother are taking care of the Lord, they're dependent on their particular love for the Lord, and they love doing that. See, they love their devotional service of taking care of the Lord, and the Lord changes into that form because he likes to be dependent on his devotees. What is that teaching? This is the deepest nature of the Lord that you only learn once every 4,320,000,000 years, or 27 Divya Yugas, 27 cycles. We are in the most greatest time. 27 times from Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga to Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga, 27 times. That is a long time to learn these intimate truths of this Bhagavatam. Everybody usually up to a Mayavadi level or some level of realization, but not this intimate. Vrindavan is hidden. It's hidden from even people in Vaikuntha. The Lord doesn't reveal it easily there. You have to meet a devotee. You have to get a Gopa Kamara, come into that place, into that pastime. That book is fabulous. It was written like that. That an anomaly happens. You have to get an anomaly. Lord Caitanya is an anomaly in this universe, coming in here and teaching in the prison, especially in Kali Yuga. What an anomaly is that, man? Coming into a degraded time. Look around us. Look at those who are not quite under the rain cloud here. Look at their mentalities. Look at their separatist mentalities in so many levels. Not feeling a connection with who we all have connection with. We're all, hey, if you have any life in you, you could be a lizard person, when they talk about lizards, and the conspiracy theories, right? The lizard, they got life in them, right? That means they have the same kind of connection we have, but they don't treat each other, and they treat their nuclear family, which is very animalistic. Oh, this is our family. It's just those, and you guys are outsiders. See, but the devotees are different mentality, huh? They're different. They feel that all are connected to the Lord, and just some don't know it. But we all are connected. But you got to also come inside. See, like you got to come inside a nuclear family to know and be bonded with your family and feel that, oh, this is real. Outside of that, oh, I'm just sorry for your loss, but you don't really feel like a family member when the family member gets hurt or something, right? Maybe a little bit, but usually I'm sorry for your loss. But you're not as sorry as the person bonded with those people, right? It's just nature. Oh, you lost your husband. I'm really sorry for your loss. You're not as sorry as those persons bonded by emotional bond with that person, right? Well, don't be sorry for my loss. When I feel, where's Krishna? I'm not sorry for that. I may seem sorry, but it's a separation, and the Lord comes because I have an eternal relationship. I'm here to teach that. I'm here to learn that. I'm here to discover more of that. The glory of that is wonderful. Come into this nuclear. See, this family expands. See, it's not limited by, you can only have a certain number of people in a nuclear material family, and they all die off eventually. And then you do it again. Oh my God, how many times do people want to do that? Come into this family. Let those little demons die inside. Keep taking shelter of Krishna until they're vanquished. This is the challenge. Playing to a drama. This is what I tell myself a lot. Be still and know. I have a plaque that says this. It's really helpful. Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep reminding yourself. Keep taking shelter. I make fire in my belly by your words. What does that mean? What does she mean there,
I think
Lalita?
she says it makes fire in my belly.
Oh, it makes fire. Oh, okay.
I think that's it. What she
Oh,
means.
it makes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was going to read this here. See, it is he only who first imparted Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. See, so we pass that on. This is you're not going to get it from Lord Brahma's mouth. Where is Lord Brahma to you? Well, you got to meet his representative who represents his Vedic knowledge. Yeah. This is how Brahma could understand who he was and what his service in this world was. He realized when he realized the Lord, he said, "Oh, you're my battery. Ah, you're my life and soul. Oh, I didn't know what to do in this world until I met you. This is why you meet a bona fide spiritual master. You're in the line now. Otherwise, you're not in the line. Everybody, all the greatest people in this world, Trump, all these people that you may idolize, or Tony Robbins and all of that. Until they come in the real line, they don't know exactly who they are. And proof is how they speak. If you know who you are, you'll transmit the same knowledge that Brahma did. You'll teach people who they really are, really, so they can become real. Oh, you're all devotees of the transcendental Lord, by the way. Is Tony Robbins teaching? No, they're teaching something else. Okay, that's fine. What did Krishna say? All paths lie upon me like pearls on a string. Right? So there's so many paths for different people who have different wants, different desires. Not everybody wants this bhakti. You know why they don't want this bhakti? They don't know its glories. Because if they knew its glories, they would want this more than anything, more than gold, more than Bitcoin, more than a beautiful woman or a beautiful guy. But they don't know this. So we preach on. Got a lot of work to do. We're a lot of playing to do while we're here. Isn't this work? I love this play work. I don't even like the word work. Work sounds like toil or something. It seems difficult. I like to play and liberate the world. This is Vrindavan style. It's a big play, a drama. See, and even the word drama, dramatic and all that. Well, it's a good word because it's dramatic here. Very dramatic. You get dramatic changes here. Your whole life changes. Look at Lily. Would her life be like this if she didn't make this connection? She'd probably be dead, to be honest, with the work. She was so burnt out, right? And they just go, oh, we'll come to we'll give you more drugs and stuff and all that stuff. And, just more, have a big, be sad, very sad. Everybody's pretty more or less sad in this world. It'll take the sadness out of your life, man. Yeah. See, so you want to be independent of the Maya. That's the thing. But you got to, learn the glories of being dependent on the supreme battery. You demigods out there, everybody's fighting over the masses' energy. I don't care, you're demon, demigod, you're still doing more or less the same thing. The demigod is a little mixed. They use people as a battery, and then they have some prayers, pious prayers to the Lord, right? A lot of people like that, It's called religion, but they still need you as the battery. You see, yeah. All I need is more of the Lord. I'm realizing that more. It's fantastic, man. Just give me more ecstasy, man. Just give me more knowledge, your kind of knowledge, man. that kind of wisdom, man. Just more attraction to you, more understanding. Yeah, see, you just look for the Lord as the battery, and then you'll overcome everything. Look at you people. You people, your lives are changing, because I'm not using you as batteries. Yeah, I'm using you as battery rams, to just knock holes into Maya, because you're becoming empowered by what is empowering me.
Just the opposite. You are our battery.
Oh, just a second. I think my thing is too low here. Say that again, Lolita.
It's just the opposite. You are our battery, our bread of life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the
Giving us.
Lord teaches through the Guru, and
Yeah.
see, when you understand through the living representative, then that applies. Then, because my battery is also the devotees. The Lord's battery is the devotees. He inspires him to act in this world. It inspires him to come to this world. This is why the Lord is acting here through us, as us in this world, because he's inspired by his devotees who are inspired by him. This is a two-way street here. This is the transcendental mellows of a relationship. It's beautiful. There's nothing like it. It's the grand. This is the summum substance of all life, is this relationship of our soul and your soul and the lizard soul and the demigod soul and the demon soul with the Lord. Everybody needs to know that eventually. Whoever wants to learn that now can come here and learn this supreme science, supreme art, supreme truth, supreme happiness, supreme power. Everything is in the palm of people's hands who come here. Why she was crying, face pink, tears. Who is crying? Yeah, so Gangan, Grandma, who was crying? Was it you? Oh, so why were you crying? Tell everybody why your face pink with tears.
Because of the beauty of what I'm realizing. So because of the beauty of Guru Tattva, of that concept that we have found, that we are so fortunate that we have been brought here. Oh my God.
Yeah. But that's
that truth coming, realizing that truth gives me transcendental feelings.
Yeah, so it's a good comment there, Gangan, because, see, this is what the world doesn't know. They don't know these things. This is new information. This is like, wow, why is that? We never seen this. What's going on here is like that. Everything practically is like that here. This is, and the scriptures all describe this to try to help us. The devotional literatures and scriptures try to help us understand that devotees, their faces become pinkish, their eyes become reddened by bhakti, just like the Lord's, because that's what bhakti does. It's because it's like a intoxicant, but it's transcendental, it's spiritual, it's beautiful. It's not like the intoxicants of the world. Just like a drunk, people drink a lot, their blood capillaries get red, because of the blood flowing from the alcohol, thins the blood out and it flows, and they get all red faced and all that. Well, this bhakti does that too. It's a symptom of transcendental intoxication, and it's wonderful. It's enlivening to the soul. It's true knowledge comes from that, and revelation, realization. This is what we're built for. This is what we're here to teach people about these kinds of things and understand ourselves deeper too. So yeah, great question. We all need to know more about that. Yeah. So So by him, the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water. So in one sense, we're put in illusion by the Lord's energy. I talked about this yesterday. We're, by his energies, the three modes of nature. We're put in illusion by being attracted to these modes of nature, by cultivating these modes of nature. Cultivate, you associate with them, and you cultivate this association. See, that's why I say, you want to out of it, you keep taking shelter of the spiritual energy of the Lord. It's pure, it's purifying. Don't cultivate. See, like that's where we have some people that are in a habit or they're addicted to cultivating this energy in the modes of nature, and it's taking them down. See, causes offenses against the spiritual nature. So they have to learn to stop that. Because if you cultivate that, and a lot of us may feed that. Maybe I've fed that, and some people, they have to stop it. You can't continue cultivate. It's a weed. All you do is you water weeds. What do? They grow, right? So are we going to continue watering weeds? How do you do that? With your attention. You let these people go on and on and on and meditate on these things, and the weed grows. I was wondering, why isn't people getting over these things? Because we keep watering the weeds, and it grows stronger. It gets stronger and stronger, and all of a sudden everything is just a mad elephant offense, they call that. See, you go against the guru, you get the Vaishnavas, you lose everything, your husbands and all of that stuff, because you're watering those weeds. So if we want to survive, see, it's even the demons know this. Hey man, they think, hey man, you bet only the mighty will survive this. So what is your shelter, man? What is your strength? Well, if we're to survive at this time, even in this Sangha, you better be taking shelter of what the big brothers and big sisters, the ones who represent the parampara, are taking shelter of. Otherwise, we won't survive. Only the mighty survive. But who's our mighty strength? Well, that's Vrindavan devotees' strength, and even the Mayapur. The devotees of Lord Caitanya, they took shelter of Lord Caitanya, a person that was taking shelter of Radha and Krishna's love. Well, that you get another chance here to do that. Otherwise, we're built to take shelter. What are you going to take shelter of? You're going to take shelter of demons or demigods' teachings out there? Or are you going to go and take shelter of the demons that are coming out of the devotees here even? Are you going to be listening and getting affected by that? Or are you going to strengthen yourself by listening to Shuddha Bhakti words? Words that give strength and life to you? Or are you going to listen to words that give death? That carry envies and jealousies and all that. And that includes the perpetrators of this. You got to watch out. We have strong tools, like demigods and demons. Like especially the demons now, they use technology and leverage it to destroy the world, right? Oh, in our Sangha here, if you got some of that in you, you want to leverage technology and Facebook Live and everything to destroy our Sangha? Well, not on my watch. No, I'm going to, teach people here. I'm going to teach people, you want to survive, take shelter of Krishna, not of the envy and jealousy and the hatreds coming out of certain devotees here who are going through, and I can't even say purification. It is purification. But they got to learn their lessons, man. Otherwise, they stay in that darkness for a long time. Do you want to go in there with them? You want to not survive here and go away? Well, look at Gohari, his students. Look at them. This is the result. What? Look how people are coming. Anybody can take shelter here, but you bring your baggage, don't you? And if you don't learn, what can I do? You know, I'm here teaching, right? I keep saying, take shelter of Krishna. Don't take shelter of your own negativity and negative minds or negative minds of others, and you don't learn this. So don't expect people here, you know, they're not, you know, do you ever see slow learners, slow students? Well, we got some of those too. And this is called, I'm here to teach what are the offenses against the bhakti creeper. Bhakti creeper, you know, is given very easily here. Take shelter of that, not people that are taking shelter of the weeds and can't distinguish the weeds. And don't listen to guru who's trying to help distinguish the weeds. You know, you associate even here with those who are guru aparates, who, and they actually tell you right to your face, they tell you that I hate my guru. I'm against him. I got this part of me. It's against the guru, man. And I just want to spew all this to everybody. I want to destroy everything I've destroyed in my lives. I want you to listen, and you listen to that. You think a good result is going to come? That's your test. You want to get through it? Well, do what I do, because I ain't taking shelter of that. I ain't listening to that. If you do what I do, then you'll get through it. You're on my back, man. You're on the Lord's back. Otherwise, you know, you got to wait. I mean, we're here. We got people coming, man. They bring their baggage in. They bring their garbage in here. So don't be a garbage can for that stuff. And some people say, well, that's not very compassionate. Hey, man, it's realistic. You got to get real here, man. I've been people here for 5 years, some for 20 years. They taking shelter of garbage cans, and they become a garbage can, and that comes out of their preaching, out of their mouths, the garbage. And they want you to listen to it, become a battery for it, and you'll be so uninspired, you'll leave here. You will. Why would you stay around where you're, but it's your fault. I can just tell you right out, it's your fault. It's your fault not understanding this lesson. You listen over to the garbage cans who are not learning instead of listening here. You want to count? Let's just do what I do. Take shelter of Krishna in Krishna's name, and you get over it. We'll stay together. We'll be more inspired. And then those people will be lifted out of that, or they're forced to be lifted out of that state of consciousness. Otherwise, what can be done? You can't help people that don't want help from you, right? You know, how are they, I'm sorry, no, I want to cultivate this weed. I don't care. You know, I want to use your attention to do it. So don't be stupid, man. Let them learn their lessons. Let them, you know, you ever see a drunk? You know, why do you think Prabhupada had the rules and regulations? No intoxication. This is the level of intoxication we deal with. No intoxication of those weeds. Don't be intoxicated by anger and hatred and jealousies and spew all that to our Sangha members. No, restrict that. I'll block you. You block them. Those are refused. Let them lose everything. How do you teach people who don't want to learn? They have to lose everything. You ever see these people in Alcoholics Anonymous? They have to mess their whole lives up practically and be down to their last rope. You know, because their whole lives have, and they finally dawns on them, my God, do I want to live? Bottom line, you want to live. This is life here. Don't be spewing your death around here. I ain't listening to it, and anybody else here, because if you become like that, I'll block you too. That's the medicine. Tough love, it's called. And anybody doing therapy, even in the world, to get drunks, to gross drunks off, they know this. And narcotic, the people come, they don't listen to them. Well, come, why don't you do this? No, I want you to listen to me and my hatred and my anger. Well, that's on our level. On their levels, I know, I want to keep doing it. You know, you try to help them and they use everything for the drugs. Well, we got this emotional stuff we're dealing with here. You know, baggage. How do you deal with it? Well, keep taking shelter of Krishna if you got it. You know, listen to Guru. You know, go to therapy, whatever you got to do to get over your stuff. You know, I'm not angry. I'm not jealous and all. That's your price. You got that. And see, you got to learn to discriminate everybody here. You got to see, this is jealousy. Do I want to listen to a jealous person? This is anger and hatred. Do I want to listen to that? Because you learn by your ears, man. What do you learn? Why do you feel life here, man? Because you get the truth here. This truth is life. This is freedom. We get freedom from bewilderments of Maya here. Yeah, it comes by hearing. What are you listening to? Do you listen to words that are laced with envy, jealousy, and hatred? These are big obstacles to devotional service. So anybody want to make it here? Don't listen to people that spew envy and jealousies and all of that, because and then just see how you feel. Are you a really I'm not powerful enough I can't listen to this. I can't listen to people. I feel it go right in my heart, man. And it's a Debbie Downer thing. All of a sudden, I'm not inspired to chant. I'm not inspired to come here even. And you think you're going to survive listening to people like that? Good luck. I've been doing this devotional service for a long time, and it affects me. The best thing is teach these people something right. Don't feed the wolf that they're feeding. Do you have anger or hatred for false gurus? Not really. No, I try to help them. See, it appears okay, this is the thing. People, they don't understand the spiritual potency. If there's anger in the world, there's a different result. You can see even in our Sangha, there's a different result of the anger the devotees have that are polluted still from their weeds than the result of this anger. This anger gets things done. This anger finishes your illusion, finishes their illusion. Yeah, you could say it's anger, but it's not agitating. Well, it's agitating to those who have that hatred. It brings their stuff up. Yeah, and that's one level. I mean, where you're standing for that. You're standing up to that kind of stuff, and it could be helpful for these gurus and all that. I went through that. I'm going through another phase here, but still, there's things going on inside our Sangha, the sinister force that has to be dealt with. I mean, aren't we a team? This is, we're like working together now. How do we stay together? And how do we recognize these problems and these weeds and these things that want to take this down, take away our joy and our life? So anyway, the Lord is showing, take shelter of Krishna and continue to do that. And don't feed the people here unless you want to, if you're attracted to that kind of stuff, well, good luck, man. Yeah. The thing is, we have this Facebook Live stuff. We have technology. And anybody here with all their contaminations they're going through and everything, they can go and do a Facebook Live. Right? And they can get that fed, those weeds and all that. You guys can go and easy to connect with them and everything. So practically, hopefully you figure this out. And I don't have to sit there and say, well, I recommend listening to this person. Listen to people that inspire you, that give you, like more, inspire you. Let your heart, if you listen to anybody here, hopefully people are grown up enough to know this here, everybody. If you listen to people and you're not feeling good, it's bringing your energy down. And if you can discriminate at least that much, why you want to hear sound vibrations that bring you down? Okay? So you'll have to learn to discriminate. Why do you think people, when the demons came in to Vrindavan, that's the hatred. Demons have all these qualities, hatred, anger, and all that. People just took shelter of Krishna. And Krishna he would convert some of these demons into devotees, like Putana, right? They just took shelter of Krishna, and Putana did the job. Okay? So when people have these things inside them, this is the method here, And if you can't do this, go to a psychologist and get some awareness, that these things, even a psychologist tell you this is not good, to have hatred and envy. We gotta resolve that. Yeah. So hey man, we're all on this path. I have to also deal with these things. We all have to. How do we deal? This is like, we have to discuss these. This is part of discussing Krishna's pastimes of how to deal with these various energies in this world, even within our Sangha. People are going through stuff and, they have qualities inside and all that stuff. And, yeah. Yeah, Andromeda, with Lord Caitanya, if you see his evolvement, he got very angry at these persons like Devananda Pandit, which represent false gurus, and also the Mayavadis, Prakrishananda, Saraswati, and Varanasi, and he showed it verbally. He was angry, changed his whole mood into anger. But we all learn lessons. So there's a time and place for these things, and it's I've done a lot of that myself. Prabhupada also, he was angry, identifying all these things. Bhaktisiddhanta also, a lion guru, things are changing a little bit, tactics here, so it's not so much of that. So I have a question. What happens to the ecstasy in a ecstatic devotee who no longer seems ecstatic? Well, all it does is it gets covered by the offenses. That's all, until they're rectified. I've been there and done that. By association, it just puts a covering over that. And when the devotee is rectified, there's no loss or diminution. They come right back into that. Their ecstasy is there. Prabhupada says even people that have their devotees, and they sometimes commit offenses to Guru and Vaishnavas, like you see going on here, and if they die, they come back and they rectify it. They have to. You have to have the moods of the advanced devotees who are overcoming these obstacles, because those offenses bring you back. And that's what the Lord even showed when he associated with materialistic persons. You could see in the pastimes of Lord Caitanya and Chaitanya Bhagavat, he associated too much with the materialistic persons and talked to them, intimately. He went to kirtan, he lost his ecstasy. Why am I not feeling the usual ecstasy, he said. And then another time he had kirtan, he shows the two main offenses. And then another time he's having kirtan, he says, why am I not feeling the usual ecstasy? Oh, maybe I committed an offenses to you devotees. So please, and for that I'm really sorry. So anybody here, they even say, those who are committing offenses all over the place, the mad elephant offenses, we got some committing mad elephant offenses here. God, condemning their guru, condemning the devotees, and they say, yeah, don't be jealous of me because I got no ecstasy. Yeah, it's covered over because of the way you are. You need some tough truth, man, because the flour ain't working. And tough experience, those offenses, all I can do is teach you what I have learned from these things. what I'm understanding from the past times, and you're committing a mad elephant offense. So you be careful of associating with people doing mad elephant offenses. I lost it because of Karuna leaving. See, that's an illusion. Okay, let's. I lost it because of Karuna. No, Karuna left because of your attitude. That's the truth. Karuna just left because he couldn't take it anymore. That's the thing, and you know, like, and how you treat people when you get into this mood. You gotta sometimes realize this is the energies inside you causing these things, and they need to be dealt with. And what you got to do is continue to take shelter of Krishna, you know, and keep paying your obeisances to people, because feeding that, those are weeds, and they're mad elephant effect. It tramples the creeper, breaks it. And you're at that point, man. You're breaking everything in your life, and you don't admit it. Karuna just left. Oh, he left because of your attitude, of which that needs to be rectified. Otherwise, you're breaking everything. You're breaking your relation with Guru. You're breaking your relationship with the devotees. People are blocking you, and you still wonder, why are they blocking me? Why don't I have any friends? Well, I just told you directly, and you need to hear this. Big lie. I said I have dialysis. I know you kicked him out. See? Another illusion. I didn't kick Karuna out. He's we have a relation. I have talks with him whenever he comes on. There's no, I didn't kick him out. Oh, you kicked him out. Yeah, well, you kicked him out, but he was ready to go because it's tough for him to take this. Did you see things like this going on with when you were over there with Lalita visited you? Was she good to Karuna?
Well, there were a lot of fights and tension. There was a lot of tension.
A lot of tension and fights. See, where does that come from? You know, and how, you know, your parents, I heard reports of your parent dealing with your parents, yelling at them. Was she yelling at her parents or something? Or is that funny? I mean, this is the kind of shit she doesn't admit.
Yesterday, I'm sorry, Yamuna, but yesterday you made a video of 7 hours, and in between you were downstairs yelling at your father like anything. You can't do that. You really can't give such a video as a preaching for Srila Gaura Haridas. You can't do that.
Oh, this morning's video also, go, all your twisted anger, jealousy, and all that. And you can't admit that you're jealous and hatred is in there and anger. You won't admit it. You just spew it out and hope that people listen to it. And that, what does that do? That's called Guru Aparad. And it's not like I've been bad to you. What, I keep trying to help you. What do you think I do here every day? You know, you bite the hand that feeds you. You know, you go and you get life here and all this, and you even claim that when you're in the good side, oh, it's wonderful, Gohari and all this, and then you switch over to this side. And you say this is purification? No, this is not in that way. You got to get it out and get it out for good, but not by feeding that wolf. You justify, you like this, you want this. This is not to be fed. I don't want to associate with this. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. You know, and anybody else, if you want to make it here, don't associate with this anger and jealousy and hatred being broadcast on. What kind of service are you doing for us here? You know, new people who are just trying to get a handle on real life, and you've been given so much life for 5 years, and this is how you pay it back? By spewing this and trying to destroy everything? You're destroying yourself. You're destroying your relationship with Guru. You're destroying your relationship with the devotees like this. Sorry, but that's the truth. You're doing this live? Well, we do it live too now. This is the result. People need to know. You got to come and say, repentance is to see the truth, man. You're full of crapola, man. You're full of anger and envy and all of that, and you don't admit it. You want to cultivate that's a weed. This is against bhakti. You got to just at least admit it, and then Krishna can do something about it. The devotees can help you. No devotees can't help you because you don't admit these things. You blame everybody. This is very immature. This is like a little child. This is why the government rules people like that. Oh, it's all everybody's fault. Yes, and you want to be jerked around and manipulated by the governments and all these people out there, or do you want to grow up? You got to grow up here, man. This is your karma, man. This is, and it keeps you in the karmic. What can I do? You won't listen to me? Then the karmic results take result. They just take over, man. I tell you, it's guru aparad. You go and you spoon it. You need help. You need the devotees' help. You need Krishna's help. You need the guru's help. You need to take shelter there. And not just this arrogant pride that that and mean and just your classes. You start out with giving a little class, getting really weird. She goes and gives a little class, 18 minutes in, and I say I'm going to go out live in 30 minutes. Give her like an hour. But then she goes off and then comes on and then starts blaming me. Come on, man. That is like pretty, ridiculously obvious. Just so you can see, Gohari tries to butt in. I'm giving class and go and expound on it. Come on, man. Grow up, for God's sake. So anyway, that's it. So I'm going to keep taking shelter, Krishna. If you keep doing that, I'm going to block you. I don't want to hear it. This is all illusion. This is not truth. Anybody, you want to listen to illusion, go to her classes when she's like this. It's illusion, man. You want to hear envies and jealousies and all of that stuff. You want to hear guru aparads and Vaishnava aparads and all that. Go to her classes. I don't want to. If she won't learn, 5 years I've seen this, and it's just getting worse because she feeds off of that. Well, Krishna showed me this, and I pay it forward. Tough love now. Tough truth. When you got an addict who's addicted to negativity and misery, what do? You just got to tell them the truth. And if they get it, they get it. If not, I don't. What can I do, man? Well, we don't have we got Krishna here, Lord Caitanya and all this. We got to, yeah, her classes were good and are good when she's in another mood. But the thing is, this other thing, it's time because she's doing more of this, you notice, more of this and less of that. He starts reading for a little bit and then gets into this thing, and then it gets just really bizarre. Well, how are you? As far as I can see, people like new people or people that are too much like psychologically having problems shouldn't be doing Facebook Lives. You're not helping the mission that way. You need to get healthy, not feeding these things and trying to destroy this preaching. That's what it does, Your new people that come, how can they stay listening to that? And what is it, my problem that you're like that? This is the problem. You don't admit it, it's your problem. It's not my problem. I'm not here envious of others and jealous of their good fortunes and all that, even when you have good fortune. It's not me. That's in your space, man, not my space. I'm out here to help people out of those spaces. Yeah, so don't feed her wolf in there. Anybody, if you want to listen to me, if not, listen to her all her spouting Guru Aparad. I'm here to teach the Shastras and the truths. Guru Aparad, you break the devotional creed. See, she doesn't have any qualms about those. No problem. Let me break that relationship with Guru. No problem. Yeah. You guys think it's no problem? You go ahead and listen. Listen to Guru Aparad. I'm teaching the opposite here. I teach you what Guru Aparad. I'll teach her what Guru Aparad is, what Vaishnava Aparad is. You go against the devotees who are giving you life. That is not pleasing to Krishna. That's why you don't. The Lord, all I can do is speak to you because your own heart can't speak to you. It's polluted with this stuff. What do you have a guru for? Tell you the truth. That you can't hear inside your own heart that's polluted with envies and jealousies and all that stuff. Okay, that's all I'm doing now, and I'm on from that. I mean, we got to, that's why these books are written, to teach us the philosophy of how to make it into the spiritual consciousness. We have all these things around us that want to stop it, and as we learn, we just stay with cultivating it the proper way. I'm just not going to, personally, this is my getting clear on it. I don't want to listen to people who don't inspire me. That's why I cut it short. Even materialistic people, they want to talk, but they're not purified. They want to talk, I'm not, I want to just stay what it's inspiring. Is spirit, full of spirit. Not the spirit of the modes of nature. Take that on. Oh, God. Okay. So what else here? Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the modes of nature appear as factual. Although they are unreal, I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode. Be upon him, Lord Krishna, on his words, on his name, to get us out of the illusion. How else can we do that, Yeah. So we'll listen to Lalita for a while. Is that okay? You want to do a little class? Yeah. So you do a class and we'll play the little song here and go
Give
off.
me 15 minutes.
Huh? In 15 minutes?
Give me 15 minutes.
Yeah, give her face. You got to do her stuff. Of course. Yeah. Let's play a little song here. You can start doing your stuff now if you want there. I'll just play the song. If you want, it's up to you. There we go.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part.